Hey, here I am. Okay. Hi. I'm using my old camera tonight, the actual Apple Mac or the iMac camera. That's why I look all weird. I can't get the lighting right. I have to help it off. Oh, fuck it. I can always turn the light on in the room. It'll make it better, I guess. But I'm just gonna leave it alone for now because I don't really care. Hi, hi, Lulu. What's up? Hi, Autistic Chill. How you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. Well, you didn't ask me in time. I didn't know. No, not you, Autistic Chill. I'm talking to this person who just texted me. So, hi. So I finally have tomorrow off. I'm going to keep looking at my old camera. This is crazy. I'm going to have to just hook it up. So I finally have tomorrow off. So I'm streaming late tonight, and I will stream earlier tomorrow night, though. So I hope everyone's weekend's going well. Mine has. I have to say, I worked my ass off yesterday. I worked a lot of hours. But between yesterday and today, really, I worked a lot of hours. But it's one of those times where money makes it worthwhile. It's been a good week. Hi, Kentucky girl. So, is everyone been following this whole Karen Reed kit? I'm going to have to just use my other camera. I'm going to keep looking at it. I'm going to have to use it. Oh, I don't know what really have this one set up either. No, wrong one. No, I guess that'll work. So have you all been following this whole Karen Reed case? Holy shit! Like I was just, I want to talk about this second mostly, but I found a channel that's been highlighting like a lot of notable moments throughout the whole trial, and I'm going to play a few clips from that. Oh, dude, the whole Karen Reed's holy shit! Like, if you could think of the most dumbassery ways in which a police agency could fuck up while giving testimony, trying to convict someone of a crime, this would be it. Like, I honestly, I don't even think it would be, because I don't think that whatever it is someone imagined and wrote would be nowhere near as good as this, because you just can't think of the stupid be like this, like it's beyond imaginable. But it's crazy. The synopsis of the story. Okay, so so the synopsis is Karen Reed had a boyfriend named John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe was a Boston police officer. They lived in a town called Canton, which is like a suburb of Boston. Well, they go out drinking one night, and they get invited to like an after hours party at this other officer's house. I guess John and his name we'll just go with Albert. That's his last name, but we'll go with Albert. So John and Albert knew of each other, but they don't really know each other. And this was a very like closely tight-knit community amongst police officers and their families, pretty much. And they all seem to be connected in some way. So Karen Reed dating John, she's coming in from an outsider. So she doesn't exactly feel like always welcome or, in place or whatever. So she drops John off at Albert's house, and she didn't go in. So she went back to John's place where she stayed often, and she went to sleep for a while, and she woke up at like 4:30 a.m. and he still wasn't home. So she's bugging out because this is unlike him. see, John, though he doesn't have any children of his own, he has guardianship over his niece and nephew because their parents passed away. So, like, their mom died from a very aggressive form of brain cancer very quickly, and then their father died of a heart attack like 2 weeks or 2 months later or something like that. So, and then John took, guardianship of his niece and nephew. So he was a very responsible man. It was unlike him to just be gone like that and not call or whatever. So she starts bugging out. So she goes around looking for him, and she lists some friends in the area that she met through John. And now, mind you, okay, so they went by the house where she dropped him off at Albert's house, and she sees something out in the yard in the snow. It just started snowing that night with like a nor'easter coming through. So she saw him, and there was John, her boyfriend, who was passed out or knocked out or whatever, but he was ice cold. He'd been out there for a while. She ends up getting arrested for it. They're charging her with second-degree murder. So it's not even like a manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter or voluntary manslaughter or whatever. They're trying to get her with second-degree murder. And mind you, John was found on the front lawn of Albert's house, and Albert is a police officer. All their friends are pretty much police officers. So when people started investigating this, like the Massachusetts State Troopers, and like even the EMTs showing up, all the first responders. I mean, this was one of their own. This was like their brethren, It's like they purposely went out of their way to try to fuck up this investigation in every way possible. Like, first of all, they collected evidence, but they didn't have anything to put the evidence in. So a neighbor there, they borrowed red Solo cups, like ping pong or beer pong cups, basically. That's what they borrowed to collect the evidence in. And then they didn't have a bag for the evidence. So then they just put it in a paper grocery bag. And that's how that shit stayed in evidence next to Karen Reed's vehicle, because they claimed that Karen Reed backed up and hit John O'Keefe, whatever. Whether or not they think she did this purposely or not, I don't know, but in a second-degree murder. Anyway, so that's where this evidence had stayed. And the investigating officer, Proctor, didn't really bother to interview anyone. No one went through and searched the house of this after-hours party where John was dropped off at this fellow officer's house there, where John was also found dead, basically dead on the lawn. No one checked there. No one interviewed witnesses alone or whatever. And everyone there involved had been involved in like secret side chats and shit like that, like keeping stories straight or whatever. Phone records are disputing what their claims are. John O'Keefe's phone records, like his Apple record or whatever, showed him going into the house and going up and down like among different levels of whatever in the house, like 3 levels throughout the house. So it's just it's the craziest shit ever. I don't know. Well, I'm going to play clips of it in a little bit, and you're going to see though just how insane this is. And there's people who are, and like this has become like the new, almost like, I wouldn't say quite as big as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp kind of thing, with one side versus the other. But it's kind of is. It's just not as big, but it's just as incendiary, That's about it. That's about all I got right now. And John was dead when she found him. Okay. So the cops who were at this party are pointing the finger. Yes. Yep. And it's so weird too, because like all these like cops that were at the party and these first responders, but before they went to the party, they were at this bar in the neighborhood called the Waterfall, and everyone who was at the afterwards party, for the most part, not everyone, but everyone who was of drinking age, anyways, was at the bar pretty much. So each of these people have taken the stand, by the prosecution, and as the prosecutor is questioning them, so that they can give their testimony, you walk away with, wow, John and Karen seemed to get along very well, and they were, in love, and John really cared, and Karen really cared about, the kids and everything. She was really nice to him and bought them things, and sometimes they thought about that. Like, you walk away thinking, I don't see any motive really for Karen to have hit him on purpose or to even really lie about having done it on accident. You know, like I don't know. It's crazy. It's the most. It really is. It's just really crazy. But before we get to that, I wanted to just catch up here with Katie Joy because I saw a bunch of shit on Twitter and I'd want to just go through it and catch up on shit because she's spinning another story. Mm. Oh my god, this shit. That's right. I'm here. Let me share the screen. Okay, so let me do this. Over there. The comments. No, go there. There we go. All right. So she posted this a few hours ago. Apparently, Katie needed some sort of tragic connection in her life to give her relevance, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, she says a murder that rocked the community I live in was featured in an episode of Mean Girl Murders. First of all, I believe that this episode aired like 6 months ago. So Katie's a little slow on the uptake here. I mean, like, I think that most of the country have been aware and up to date on this situation. And Katie's just now playing catch up in her own area, it seems. Cheyenne Clough, I think it's Clough, like Clough. I think it is like, I don't know, whatever. Cheyenne Clough, I'm going to say, was beaten, shot multiple times, and her body dumped at a park. Her body was actually located near the home of a friend. I'm going to call bullshit. I mean, a friend. More like someone that Katie might know or know of, you know, or have learned about through this tragic murder. And then Katie realized, oh shit, I know someone who knows this. So therefore they're my friend and I know all about this. A friend I had met through ECFE classes with my son. The area is rural and quiet. This is not a place you expect to find anyone murdered. The episode aired last spring on Investigation Discovery. While I can't speak for anyone that appeared in the series, or anyone for that matter, because it's all up here in my head, my imagination, I can say that the way the show tried to link preppy girls bullying Cheyenne to make this fit the series is really disappointing. Cheyenne was murdered in a conspiracy between 3 men in June 2016. Like 2016. She's been on YouTube since what, 2018? This is the first we were hearing anything of this, you know? Like this couldn't have mattered. Okay. It wasn't some close personal story like she's making it out to be, is what I'm saying. The individuals involved in the murder were not classmates from her high school, and the bullying she experienced in high school had nothing to do with the murder. At the time of the murder, I was volunteering with someone that was friends with Cheyenne. Oh, so at the time, so when she was back in 2016, okay. They described Cheyenne as a kind, loving friend. Unfortunately, Cheyenne got linked up with really bad people. She did not deserve to be murdered. Okay, let me ask you something. Who does deserve it? Because I can't state. She wants to link everything down to whether or not someone deserves something. And she always says, they didn't deserve this. They didn't deserve it. So I'm curious. Where's your baseline? Who does deserve this? Who? I mean, you can sit there and say like, oh, people sentenced to death because they did X, Y, and Z. Okay, fine. It's an answer. But I'm curious. Who does deserve this? Who? Like who amongst society, amongst us here in society, is just walking around living their life? Who does deserve such an ending, such as this? To say she did not deserve this implies that you think there are people who do deserve it. I'm just going to say because I have a feeling if I keep saying that word, then YouTube's going to break my balls. So when her M occurred, there was absolutely never any link to Cheyenne being bullied as a reason for the M. The M was due to her involvement with a group of people who had issues with drugs, violence, and crime. The group that M Cheyenne were dealing drugs. Most of them were on methamphetamine, and all of them were paranoid. Cheyenne began dating a guy named Devin. who had a criminal history. She also moved in with a group of people that were known to sell drugs. The home was known to local law enforcement as a drug house. Cheyenne was after her boyfriend Devin was arrested on drug charges. Justin Jensen ordered her after Cheyenne got into a fight with his girlfriend Natasha, who wanted her gone. Cheyenne was beaten and shot the next day and dumped in a park. What is most horrifying is that Justin Jensen's girlfriend Natasha was originally charged and then later released. She remained in our community, which left many here terrified. Both women involved walked off with no charges. I thought that she had more written there. I know she did. Wait a minute. Okay, so this was a different post. Did she delete this? Let me see. Is this post still up? No, I don't think it is. So the post I'm looking at here on my phone is no longer up, so she must have deleted it. It says I'm gonna do this because it'll be easier to read if I put it up there. Open it. Save. Just gotta airdrop it. It sometimes takes a minute to airdrop, but let's go through the comments here quick. My first married last name was Club, and he was scary. Okay. No one in her family entered, and Cheyenne wasn't scary. How do you know she wasn't scary? You didn't know her. She could have been. I mean, I'm not trying to talk ill of the dead here. I'm really not. I'm sure she was a perfectly fine, lovely young woman. But you don't know that. So you're sitting here ready to like take up an argument, a fight with some stranger on the internet over it's not even the accusation that she was scary, just over the imagined implication that someone could be saying that about her or saying she was related to someone scary. I'm not sure which, but you don't know. You don't know that shit. I mean, come on. Oh my God, it takes forever. I finally sent over. Now I'm just waiting for it to load, I guess. I don't know. Here, we'll just do this. Okay. So Callie Anderson and Natasha, whatever, Bradenberger, participated in events leading up to AM and were never charged. 2016, Natasha and Callie got into a fight with Cheyenne in Maple Lake, Minnesota. Cheyenne's boyfriend, Devin, had just been arrested by a bounty hunter, and she believed Natasha tipped off the bounty hunter. The three women were living in a drug house, and most of the people involved in the M were addicted to methamphetamine. Cheyenne got mad about her boyfriend's arrest and accused the woman of being snitches. She threatened to call the police on Callie for an outstanding assault warrant. Natasha's boyfriend, Justin, is the person that contacted the bounty hunter, which resulted in Cheyenne's boyfriend's arrest. When Cheyenne refused to leave, Natasha threatened to call the police on her. When Natasha's boyfriend, Justin, came home, she told them that he needed to get rid of her. Natasha gave Justin a gun. Justin ordered Sean and Ed to Cheyenne. In an episode of Mean Girl Murders, there was literally no mention of the rampant meth use that occurred that night. Before coming into the home, Justin and Ed injected meth. Sean injected it before he participated in the M. The three men were high, out of their minds, and paranoid that Cheyenne was going to, quote, take them down. The three men are all in prison. However, Natasha and Callie, who fought with Cheyenne and wanted her gone, walked free. Natasha would often be seen in the community I live in, and she frequently taunted people on social media. Mark my words, by Monday, there's going to probably be a story by Katie that goes up on social media of Katie saying how Natasha victimized her in some way, shape, or form. She was never charged despite ordering the M. That's the truth about Cheyenne's M from someone that lived in the same town. Me. It's weird the show on Investigation Discovery completely ignored the methamphetamine and completely ignored me. Like, that's what she's saying. All right, I have an idea. Screenshot audio. Oh, I don't have screenshot audio. Okay, so I have an idea here. All right, so we all see how Katie just incorporates herself into every single thing, every single trauma, every single newsworthy thing that she comes across, especially if it involves another female. But so there's a lot of us in this community who interacted with Katie at some time. Like, whether, like myself, like I knew her from the vaccine advocacy groups over on Facebook. That's where I met her. And like Suzanne met her through Suzanne Tickmeyer, met her through Pathos. They both wrote for the website. Steve had her on his channel way back when. You know, there's a lot of people who have had some sort of social media relationship of some kind, regardless of how like superficial or whatever. Imagine, I think all of us though who have these experiences, we should all sit here and imagine ourselves being dead or killed or murdered or whatever, and just try to think of what the story would be from Katie, how Katie would incorporate herself into our tragic demise, and what claims she would make about ourselves and her relationship with us after the fact. That would be really funny. Like that'd be a good creative writing assignment for those who want to partake in this. I'm going to write this myself, and I think I might share it tomorrow night. So I think that this could be funny. So, oh, when did this happen? I think you were talking about okay. Oh, this okay. This would happen in 2016. She posted about it today though. So, and I guess it aired on this TV show. Katie makes it sound like it just aired, but from what I understand, it aired like 6 months ago or something like that. Like sometime in 2023, it aired. I think. I haven't verified that. I don't know, but I can't imagine someone would lie about that. So I'm gonna go with that. Was it Care Bear? Oh, hi Care Bear. I like that name. My mom used to call me Air Bear. She would say she didn't need a Care Bear because she had an Air Bear. I miss my mom. When the story broke, the news said he was killed by his girlfriend. She has always been said to be guilty. It's such a mess here listening to this. Oh, okay. I see. You're talking about Karen Reed. All right. Yeah, it seems like right off the bat, they were just really pushing that narrative hard. And like, it's whether it's true or not, I can't get past all the secrecy and all the trip ups and all the suspicious behavior. Like, why, if you all are telling the truth, why? If you don't have something to hide, then why are you hiding shit? You know? And it's been my experience that anytime an investigative agency does not actually do the work in investigating a situation, there's usually one reason for it. If they're competent, that is, anyways, there's usually one reason for it. And the reason is usually because they already know the answers. They just don't want them well documented. So. I mean, this was one of their own. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let me finish up wrapping up this first, and then we'll get over to Karen Reed and shit. She's grabbing straws because she's taking it. Yeah, I know her views have been so bad, and she's losing. She's actually in the negative column now for weeks for weekly averages and stuff. Like on Instagram, she is. I don't think she is quite yet on YouTube, but she's coming close. She's trying to get in on true crime. Her channel's yeah. No one. Yeah, I don't. Well, I think that she would love true crime actually because okay, so when I first began like my serious online presence, I guess you could say, I was like probably back in well, actually no, I was on Xbox a lot, but Facebook anyways and such. It was like 2015, 2016. And vaccine advocacy. And I while doing that, you meet come across a lot of anti-vaxxers and you think, shit, these people are crazy, like they're the craziest people in the world. Then I started, messing around with YouTube and got into like the drama community, and I realized, oh, drama community is fucking nuts. Like anti-vaxxers ain't got shit on the drama community. Then I met the true crime community, and I'm scared of that community. Like I'm not a big true crime person, anyways. I don't really like to learn specifics of cases and shit. I don't know. I just don't. So I'm not missing out on anything, I don't feel. But if I did enjoy that shit, I would avoid the true crime community like the plague because there's some crazy ass people over there. And I mean that in the best possible way. No offense whatsoever. So please don't come for me. Please don't. Yeah, Lulu, I'm not going to get into true crime. Don't worry. If I did get into anything like that, it's the suspense stories, like the mysterious disappearances or whatever, shit like that, maybe. But that would probably just have to be more or less because there's some certain aspect of the story that kind of drew me in, not the story itself drawing me in. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Don't worry. True crime doesn't need her. She lacks compassion and understanding. Plus, she exploits victims. Exactly. Yeah, and she has to be the victim. She will every story she will cover. She will make it about her. She will. Okay, so I explained. I made a post once where I am because a family member asked me about this Katie Joy person, and they asked me to describe her. So I did in a kind of a colorful way. Said, imagine there's a group of people. Okay, they're all friends. They're all huddled around, hanging out together and shit. Then Katie comes along. She wants to get in on this group. She's trying to find like a break in the chain or whatever to get through or whatever. She can't quite get there. She keeps poking around. Well, she then at some point catches someone when they're not paying attention. She forces her foot in and she just stands there and like keeps a stronghold on him. Then she takes a grenade and she drops it. And as soon as she drops it, she gets her foot out and she runs away. Blows up. Just everyone's lives get blown up or whatever. Not literally, but figuratively. Then after all the shit's done, everyone's blown up and all the pieces are laying on the ground. She then hurries up and runs back and puts everything back together the way she wants it to be. And she makes herself both the victim of the grenade and the hero of the grenade. That's Katie Joy. So yeah, that would be her covering every true crime story. She would blow the shit out of it and then she would make it her own story and her own heroic event, whatever. So yeah, have fun, true crime. You can have her. I'm kidding. Anyways, let me go back. Very good way to describe her. Where was I? Oh, that's right. I was reading the screenshot. Okay. Oh no, there's the end of it. Okay. This post isn't up anymore. I don't know why. I wonder why. Anyways, let me go back to Instagram. I was showing that, but I wasn't showing me, was I? Did I? I don't know if I did. Shit. I think I did. Oh, shoot. Duh. Okay. All right. I'll get the hang of this shit eventually. I will. I swear. Promise. Yeah, we'll go back. So moving on. What episode of Mean Girl Murders was she featured on? Okay. 300%. My daughter went to high school with her. Probably Mean Girl bullying wasn't what this was about. Druggies and paranoia led to her death. Very sad situation. It frustrated me that the first part of the episode was about preppy girls bullying her. I have never had any issue in the district with bullying. Wait, what district? What issue did she have with the district? She's not in the district. What did she say, Maple, Minnesota or some shit like that? What the fuck? Okay, in the district that she did go to school in, Katie, she claims that she was bullied relentlessly, quote unquote, relentlessly is the word. Like, I have that on my channel. I just played it not too long ago. She's so full of shit. Bullying. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the kids around here are not evil or nasty. You said that they were throwing rocks at your baby when you first moved there. I'm sorry, those must have been angels doing that then, right? You said that kids in the neighborhood are mean to you and your son. They won't play with him. That's what you said. But now the kids around here are not evil or nasty. Oh my God. There's 100% some income disparities due to the geographical size of the area, or due to it's a place people live. I mean, Natasha wasn't from Buffalo. Now we're talking about Buffalo, Minnesota. Was it Buffalo or Maple? Either way, Katie doesn't live there and doesn't, to my knowledge, never did. Maybe she did. And I don't know. I don't know everything about her life, but she doesn't live there now, and she didn't go to school there, I don't think. She worked at the hospital for a bit and got involved in drugs. The friends Cheyenne fell in with were violent and paranoid. They were on meth. When she was found in the park, she was less than a mile from my friend's house. They're not your friends. I specifically remember my friend being so perplexed because the park is so quiet and the area is so rural. Yeah. The young man that I volunteered with went to high school with her, and he only had really positive things to say about Cheyenne. All right, so to those listening to this stream, if you are the young man who volunteered with Katie and went to school with Cheyenne, and you care to speak on these matters, hi, my name is Erin. Please consider reaching out to me. This is my channel here, EKC People Suck on YouTube. I also have ekcpeoplesuck@gmail.com, and my Twitter handle is @Slayer Utica, Utica. And that's also my Instagram handle. And yeah, so I hope that if you're up to it, that I really do hear from you, because that would be most interesting. Anyway. The response that I saw from people here was that of deep sadness for her loss. But Natasha and Justin weren't from here and had nothing to do with Buffalo. I'm from the St. Cloud area, and I don't remember this at all, but June 20th, also the month I had my, oh, Jesus, that's horrible. I'm sorry. And that's, okay, that was just left an hour ago. All right. I was going to say, that's something Katie really should, as the channel or the profile owner should, give condolences on or something. But it's only been an hour. And that's it there. Okay. Yeah. All right. What else is there? Oh, here we go. This is funny. This is funny. Wait a minute. I can feel my lip gloss drying up, and I have that lip stain stuff on, so I want. Robert Shin believed that if he could apply enough pressure on Dean and Kelly Wilking, that he could intimidate them into silence. He did not want them speaking out at all. When Kelly removed the link to my page on her, and she removed that? Yeah. I gotta see this. What was it? It was the Wilking sisters or something, I think. It's still there. What is she talking about? So here's the Wilking sisters Instagram updates on Without a Crystal Ball. It's still there. And also, I'd like to point out this account has not been really, there's been no activity on this account since 2022. When was this? March 2nd, 2022. Here's the last post, which was March 6th, 2022. Yeah. But yeah, the thing still there. What the fuck is she talking about? Kelly moved a link to my page on her Instagram. Robert believed he had won. He falsely believed the Wilkings would stop their efforts to free their daughter and hold him accountable for his alleged crimes. The goal to pressure the Wilkings into silence. What the fuck? Okay. When Kelly removed a link to my page, had won. He falsely believed the Wilkings would stop their efforts to free their daughter and hold him accountable for his alleged crimes. The victory was no victory for Robert. This victory was no victory for Robert. In 2 weeks, Kelly and Dean Wilking will be heard loud and clear on Netflix. Why did she remove it? Question, why are you asking why she removed it? Curious, that's it. Gives the guy something to latch onto. Why she removed it is irrelevant to this post. But it's not. Okay, well, I was just asking out of pure curiosity. I've left lots of supporting comments regarding this cult. And Angela, don't lower yourself. Lots of positive comments regarding the danger of this cult is what I meant to say. There's no need to be short. Good job. All right, Angela, I take back what I said. Good job. You guys see this video with Sean Puffy Combs, which he assaults that chick? Jeez, I don't even want to. That's a whole nother stream. All right, proof that Robert Shin is using creators to smear me. For 2 years, I have been the target of a smear campaign. She's been saying 2 years for a long time. Like she was saying 2 years in 2019, I think 2019, definitely in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and now it's 2024. I mean, these 2 years have been really long. And it's always like she claims, or she includes all the same people into who she's accusing of this smear campaign or this targeted campaign or whatever. It's always the same people or same accounts, but it's always a different cause or reason or inspiration or whatever when she brings it up, because it has to suit whatever's going on in her life at that time. Right now, it suits her to blame everyone on Robert Shin. Before, it suited her to blame everyone on Toddy Westbrook. And then, stop, get cut. No. And then it was Todd Chrisley. I'll hold her in a minute. Smear campaign directed by an alleged cult, Shekinah Church, and their management company, 7M Films. Numerous creators on YouTube and Instagram were approached by the cult to help them go after me and anyone that reported the truth about the alleged crimes occurring in the group. In a series of messages sent to me from a source, the smear account the cult created on Instagram admits to eliciting the help of Reddit, various creators, and Twitter users to push their narrative. These people helping them only care to attack me and will take the opposing view of me even in the face of mounting evidence. I don't have my glasses on. Even in the face of mounting evidence of crimes, these creators will consistently defend criminals, abusers, cult leaders, and fraudsters to smear me and gain subs off me. The goal they all have is the same: to work together as a team to push a narrative that I am a liar, sued all the time, and that my reporting is not credible. They spam YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, and Twitter with this negative, false narrative to try to drown out the reporting done by me. Robert Shin and his associates linked up with these people early on and are presently spamming social media to try to discredit the docuseries. Be very aware of what you consume online. They are also running campaigns against the Wilkings, other bloggers, reporters, and former members that have spoken out. They do not want the truth to come out. Thanks. Obviously, you're just something. I can't with that. Okay. So here in screenshots, we have proof that Robert Shin is using creators to smear me. So far, I have Renelle Smith, Charlotte on the web, you, Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, and then on Twitter, Llama Girl, and obviously the Reddit community to look to for sources and materials and hopefully to answer questions or point me in the right direction, I see. I just had time to watch a few videos yesterday because it's been crazy dealing with all this stuff. I'm not reading all this shit. And I'm pretty sure that weren't these with balls? Let me see here. I'm going to pull up balls on Twitter. Okay, we're gonna go over here for a minute. What the hell is this? Without a crystal ball would be Serena Williams with how well she bats away those deflection balls. Oh, it's the shit I just read. Okay. It's funny. I like balls. Wonder why Without a Crystal Ball blacked the top part out. This was on the Discord, not blacked out. Oh, okay. So, wait a minute. I have to see something here. So I really appreciate it would be the other person. No. I'm confused. Who's in this DM? I thought Katie was in. No, wait, it can't be Katie. Never mind. Okay, so many people hate them. She's dangerous. Okay. Is there anything else here? I don't get it. She didn't black it out though. The whole thing's right there. I don't get what they're trying to say. There's nothing blacked out, right? Am I missing something? No, wait, wrong one. So yeah, I don't have it. I don't see anything that's blacked out. Okay, I'm confused. I'm going over here, chat. Do you all? Am I missing something? Do you all know what I'm missing? I don't see what was blacked out. Yeah, what was blacked out? Thank you. I'm so confused. This was from Exposing 7M. I don't know. All right. I'm clueless. I'm just going to move on. Otherwise, I'm going to get hung up on this. All right. So where are we at? Oh, I got to go back here, don't I? All right. There we go. Katie Joy thinks if she... Okay, Katie Joy thinks if she something, then that this is actually Shin into existence. It will. I don't know what they're trying to say. She's only assuming it's Shin behind the Clue account. No one cares, sis. Okay. Kelly Wilking has finally removed support for Katie. Okay. All right. The screenshot without a crystal ball posted today are 2 years old. Oh, someone sent the without a clue account screenshots from Virginia Robinson. Do we all remember how without a crystal ball thought she was balls? Docs, oh my god, I remember that. Docs her, made fun of her face, and then she was like, "What the fuck?" Please don't share that, but is what she told my sub. It's confusing. Why does she do? Okay, whatever. Virginia is the most vocal one that goes after all the dancer sponsors. Okay. Without a crystal ball. When was this? Is there a date on this post? Okay. Y'all keep calling me Shirley, but I identify as Robert Shin's left kneecap and Todd Paulson's lip. Oh God. Get it right. This account was started several months ago after my first was shut down after Without a Crystal Ball had a big old diaper tantrum and mass reported my account. My last one was started in October 2021, way before all this Robert Shin nonsense took off. I've been around in the anti-Katie community for a hot minute. My account is calling her out. 7M Dance Crew is a byproduct of the chaos and manic obsession Katie Joy has for whatever topic she's hyper focused on at the moment. When she finally tires of Miranda Derrick, B Dash, and the rest of 7M management, my content will shift to whomever she is harassing then. The dancers will always have a safe space here. I will follow them and like and support their content, but my page is not, nor ever will be, an account that posts about them exclusively. Those who follow me know I am the queen of the Without a Crystal Ball cults. Any and all are allowed to join. We will drink cult coffee and snark on Without a Crystal Ball shenanigans. It's fun. Want to join my cult? Yeah, I have to agree. It is fun. The cult. Oh, okay. And here's where she's the post that she made. Without a Crystal Ball says, I cannot. She makes fun of my crooked chin and also calls me a diaper butt. She calls herself the queen of the anti-Katie cult. She's a gem. We should mass report her account so she can say I'm having a massive diaper tantrum. She runs the Without a Crystal Balls account and literally needs some serious help. If you report on Scientology, everyone bar Scientologists would be on your side. But this is a new thing. People don't believe it yet. That's the issue. Also, some people don't like you, but to them, I say unsubscribe and don't watch. Simples. Who thought? Okay. I'm not worried about it. Okay. You're not. Okay. That's why you're still posting about this shit. You're not worried. Oh, okay. So the Virginia Robinson is obviously not the balls account for those who are unaware of the situation when it transpired. So here we have he was blaming Virginia for being balls. Robert Shin's left kneecap. So edgy, but a badass. Oh, this is on Balls' account. All they got is to point out cute physical features, sick burn, douchebags. Wow, so it's pathetic as fuck. And then Virginia says, why the hell is my photo posted with this douchebag's information? Are you purposely trying to confuse people? What's a diaper tantrum? What a loser she is. Okay. Oh, this is funny. No. Okay, so here we have, and the tweet, Balls says, saying her own narrative is fake and wrong because those accounts use her own words against her. It's glorious. Also, I'm sure these lovely accounts are so grateful for the shout out, sis. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that I didn't get one. I'm wondering why, but whatever. Oh, so over on Facebook, you can edit your post on like Twitter. Okay, so if there's a typo you see in it, or you just decide you want to take something out or put something in, you can do that. It's no big deal. But upon doing so, anyone who can see your post can also see the edit history, so they can see what you had taken out or put in or whatever. So that's what this is comparing. It's the two different versions. For 2 years, I wonder if it's just typo she did though. Numerous creators were approached by the call to have them go after me and reported crimes. Okay. Okay, that looks about the same. People helping them care to attack me. This all looks the same, really. The first words, everything's the same spot. Oh, this one might be different. Nope. Okay. We're linked up with these people early on. Be very aware of what you consume online. I don't know, but besides the typo there in the beginning, I don't know what she changed. Like right here, the A2. I don't know what else there is. Okay. I still don't know what they're trying to claim was taken out of that. Or blacked out, rather. Okay, so there's that, I think. Let me go back here. This one. Dear Robert Shin, you are suing me and claim Concrete left your group because of me. Today on Live, Concrete said he left because he didn't want to be associated with you, nor did he want his wife around a man that is accused of what you are accused of doing to women. He also called your church a cult. Sincerely, drop your frivolous lawsuit and stop abusing the A court, Katie. The A court. Is that like the A team? The A court. 1972. No, I'm kidding. We'll go through it. There's something commando unit charged with something held in a military brick. I can't remember the intro now to the A team. Oh my God. It's going to bug me. The crack commando unit was held. Anyways. Furthermore, Kevin told me personally that he left 7M because you, not because of me or anyone else that reported about you. Your actions and behavior to him and his friends is why he left. They had to kill her to say too. You have to appreciate that because you know that she wants to take credit for everything, especially everything. Like she wants to be able to say to Robert, I did this to you. Not Robert, you did this to yourself. She wants to be able to say, I did it. I did it to you. So you know that this had to kill her to say, whether she means it or not. In my opinion. What? Gypsy Rose is no longer following Kate? Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to Instagram. I'm going to check chat though real quick. Where am I? The top comment was blacked out. I didn't see top comment. What do you mean? I just tagged you on Twitter. Okay. Thank you. Super. Okay. Oh, is it? Do you mean we're going to start a next series to release on social media, and I may need you and the whole community to help me with material since it takes so much time to go through all the videos that are available. Before that, it's the other side wrote, she's definitely a hot mess. I think, and I really appreciate you and all the people who've done so much cover. And then there's something blacked out here, the purple. Oh, so what's above? I really appreciate. Many people hate them. She is dangerous. Is a dangerous waste of humankind, lies more than anyone I've ever known, period. As usual, her blind followers believe me. Speaking out against her is because of a cult member. Yeah, but she didn't black this out, though, in her post. In her post, she has this, that part. I'm looking at it right now. So I'm confused. I don't know. It's probably just because I'm an idiot, but it's me. But blacked out the first message. Well, in her Instagram, I don't see anything blacked out, so I don't know. And I'm looking at the one here, and I see shit, where did I put it now? There it is. Okay, I give up. I give up. Okay, so over on going back to Instagram. Oh, my arm's falling asleep. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to read it. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to move on from Katie here. So, yeah. Anyways, over to Karen Reed and John O'Keefe's shit. So I found this YouTube channel, and I gotta say, I'm hooked. I'm, for all intents and purposes involving this lawsuit, this trial, I am hooked on this channel. And I cannot believe that this channel only has, I think it says 3.74. So like I have more subscribers than this channel. I don't know how that is. So I'm going to grab a link though real quick here. And I want to play a couple of videos. And this will give you those who aren't like clued in on all the, even just not clued in on the most shocking parts of this case, this will give you some idea, some hint. 3.77 subscribers now. Okay. But The name of the channel is Aussie Insider. Oops. Okay, there we go. So there's a link to their page. Aussie Insider is the name of the channel. Now, let me share. Okay, this is their channel. They have 220 videos. I haven't gone through and looked at what they did, or I don't even know if they did make any videos before the whole Karen Reed trial, but I'm sure that they did. How long has it been around for? Oh, yes, since 2012. I'm sure that, yeah, they had to. But they're basically a clip channel, I think, for this trial, and they're an excellent one at that. So to give you all an idea of some of the shit that's been going on here in this trial, I'll play a few of them. Now, I'm going to play the most funniest, not funniest. I hate to say funny because this does involve the death of a man, seemingly what sounds like a decent man and police officer. And so it's not funny like that, but it's almost comical how these people are behaving throughout this whole ordeal. Where's the other one I saw? All right, we're going to start here. So proof of cover-up reacts. The man here, if you see him talking right there, that is I forget his first name, but McCade is his last name, and his wife is Jennifer McCade. What the fuck is the last name? I forget. Something like that. McCade, yeah. And they are, at least the wife, anyways, is a figure who seems to be right in the thick of things. Like has a hand in all revolving parts, possibly. That's how it seems. But here, he basically admits to being part of a cover-up. It's quite comical. Now, I guess make sure that the sound's coming through because it wasn't coming through before. Actually, let me refresh this real quick, the page, because that's what I had to do last time when sound didn't come through. No, cancel. I don't want to do that. All right. Okay, now she comes through.
Oh, if you're just joining, na 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 na, hey hey hey.
It's clips of the various LawTube channels that are covering this and their reaction to upon hearing this part of this man's testimony.
Goodbye.
You then texted your wife, Brian Albert, and Nicole Albert, quote, tell them the guy never went in the house.
What?
Correct?
Yeah, that's part of the same text.
What?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe, who was the guy that you were referring to? Does he have a name?
Ruh-roh.
Tell them the guy never went in the house.
Oh,
That's part of the same text.
Wow.
That's part of the same text.
Holy shit. What?
Who was the guy that you were referring to?
What? These are people that are talking about what needs to be told to the police. That's not good for the prosecution.
Correct?
Yeah, that's part of the same text. Yes.
What? Your group text is tell them the guy never went in the house? Sir. This is your group this is your group text.
Yikes. Holy cannolis.
51.
Holy
He
cannoli.
responded, did he not? Does he have a name?
That would be John. John O'Keefe.
Fuck, dude, you dirty, dirty motherfucker.
Yes,
Mr. McCabe, who was the guy that you were referring to? Does he have a name?
that would be John
McCabe. That's
John
okay.
O'Keefe.
Okay, his name is Matthew McCabe. His wife's name is Jennifer McCabe. Jennifer seems to be kind of like involved in a lot of moving parts here in this whole situation. Now, this group text that they were a part of, it was him, his wife Jennifer, and it was Brian Albert is the person whose house that John O'Keefe was dropped off at for the after hours party, and whose home he was found on the front lawn of. And they were in this group chat or whatever, and we're not having a discussion about what to tell the police. I don't believe. I believe it was what to tell a news reporting agency upon asking questions, and it was him who said, "Tell them the guy never went in the house." Now, he wasn't. I don't believe he was there. Was he there when John O'Keefe? Yeah, he was there. Okay. But still, this is his friend. He was friends with John O'Keefe, unlike Albert, who wasn't, who didn't know him that well. But McCabe here was. And McCabe here is referring to him as that guy. Tell them that guy never went in the house. Like, who says that? And then you're going to hear what Brian Albert says in this group chat.
Tell them the guy never went in the house. John O'Keefe.
You're texting this 2 days after he died on your brother-in-law's lawn.
Brother-in-law, that's right.
The fuck? Do any of you all give a shit about any? No, you don't. No, you don't.
The guy. You mean John O'Keefe, the neighbor that you said that you knew well because your daughter was friends with his niece and yada, 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 all the good stuff. The guy. Have him tell them the guy never went into the house.
I mean, it doesn't really sound great in context. We've got this person sending information to other people about what they should or should not understand. And it sounds like there's an agreement being formed about what certain things are or are not, as opposed to independent recollections. It's not exactly ideal.
He was still part of the group text?
Yes, Brian is on the exchange.
They would
And
already
Brian
know to
Albert,
say that
was the one to respond, wasn't he?
Here we go.
if that's the
Let me
truth.
switch pages here.
If it's the truth that he never went in the house and everyone agrees that that's the truth, why the need to tell these people that are your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, and your wife, tell them that the guy never went into the house? I'm sorry. I just what? This is suspicious as hell.
That was you talking about how you should all get your stories straight, correct?
No.
No. Oh, let me
You
smile.
agree with me
Yeah, 'cause
that
it's
your
funny.
stories
This-
are
I
all
remember this.
straight?
Oh, now that smile is starting to
He
look a little like
responded,
some
did he not?
Duper's delight, isn't it?
Yes, he did.
And then
No.
you would agree with me that your stories are all straight in terms of
You didn't think this was going to come up? The prosecutor didn't think this was going to come up? How are we here when this is what's in the text that everybody presumably has? What the fuck have we been doing for...
and Nicole Albert, quote,
3 weeks?
Sorry, but this is just
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Brian Albert's response was exactly correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, that's his response.
We're done here.
So yeah, the house owner Brian responded in the group chat. Exactly. Now it's not like he said, "Well, what the hell? Tell him how we never even came in the house. We didn't even see him." That's not the tweet or the message. That is, tell him how he never came in the house. Like, that's where we're going. That's our story, and we're sticking to it, kind of thing. Anyway, there's a couple more here. Oh, this one. Oh my god. Okay. Now, this is shit, who is this one? This is Jennifer McCabe's daughter. I believe this is the man we were just watching, his daughter with Jennifer McCabe. So Allie is her name. She kind of slipped up here. This is just a real short little clip. Let me get that. Oh, here we go. Where was John? Oh no, wait, this isn't it. Is it? No, it is. He was not at the house when John was there. I didn't realize what that was. Okay, so here's two women involved in this case. Like Allie was at the house at this party or whatever briefly, and came and went for a couple different reasons. I can't remember why exactly, but and they're both telling their version of events, and they both slip up and make it sound like John was in fact at the house. Oh, this was the opening statement. This one, oh my god. So he's saying that the investigating officer, the state trooper who's investigating John O'Keefe's death, this is what he is reported to have been saying throughout his investigation. So he allegedly told some friends of his that he hopes that Karen Reed kills herself. And there's more. There's so much. Hmm. Mm. This, this is where it's bad. It's so much worse. So there's that. There's so many other videos on this channel that are totally worth watching, and I strongly, if you're interested in this case, you should definitely check this channel out. I mean, I it. I'm as excited about this channel involving this case as I was over like the Umbrella guy and the Depp Heard trial. So, but there's one more video we're going to leave here with watching, and this one, this doesn't depict any fuckery or whatever on either side of this lawsuit or this case rather, but it's just a bit of humor, funny moment that happened throughout the trial. I think all sides involved can find a chuckle at this, and that's a good spot here, I think, to wrap this up on. So let me pull that up. It's funny. Okay. And here we go. This is, I forget her name. This is the Albert's sister-in-law. This might be Jen's sister or something. I don't know. I forget. But anyway, she's definitely related or connected to the family. But here we go. His name's Bukkake. There's one more funny part. Oh, there's no sound? What? Someone just told me that there's no sound. Oh, the sound disconnected again. Did you guys hear the beginning of that? Please tell me you heard the beginning of it. I mean, it's a short video. I can play it again. Why didn't it play? Shit. Here, I'm not muted. It's not me, and there's volume here. Let me try reloading it, see if that helps take care of it, and then I will reconnect it. Was it playing in the beginning?
Trooper, what now?
Bukkake.
Let me see here. All right, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to do this over again here. Let me do this. Okay. I don't know why it's not. It looked like it connected twice that time. Okay, so all right, it's right now it's showing that I have sound there. So let's try again.
Just ask some questions about meeting.
What was his name? What was his name? Say his name.
Me, my husband, Trooper Proctor, and Trooper Bukkake. Bukkake.
Buchanan.
It was Buchanan.
Trooper, what now?
Bukkake.
He called him Bukkake.
Michael Proctor.
I don't think that's his name.
Okay,
I
good.
think that means something else that she doesn't
Michael
intend.
Proctor.
Bukkake.
So to answer your guys' question real quick, I don't always read the chat because I'm concentrating on what it is I'm doing, or I'm talking or whatever, and the chat will distract me. So I will often go back and look at the chat. One of my friends though online here, they messaged me. That's how I knew about it. So they kind of know not to. No, they kind of know to do that now. But yes, so that's why. Otherwise, I can't stay on track. I'm horrible at that. I'll get a thought going in my mind, and if I don't get it out, and I get distracted, then I lose shit all the time in my head, and it drives me nuts. So that's why I don't pay attention when I'm in the middle of doing something. So yeah, but there was this one, and I think I said it, I read, or I saw it in the chat there. It was the last two clips, so I'm thinking the video before this one too also didn't play. This one is basically just everyone laughing at her having called the trooper Bukkake. It's funny. It's funny.
Trooper, what now?
Michael Proctor agreed to interview you and your husband together.
She did.
correct?
Sections.
Michael Proctor
This is just
agreed
the funny
to
part.
interview you and your husband together.
This is just the funny part of the trial. Like, this doesn't benefit one side or the other. It's just, it was a funny, like, I think that this was a part that both sides could find humor in. But the clip that I played before this was let me see, I forget which one. I played like two of them. I forget which one was the last one. Let me check out my history. The whole internet was outraged. Oh yeah, there was the opening statement. Okay, so I'll go back to playing that one here. The rest of this clip is just them repeating before, or each channel reacting to the Bukkake. Although there is one funny part at the end though, where I forget what it was that the person on the stand, she says something, and then you hear Emily real quick say, "That's what she said." That was funny. But anyways, this was incredibly outrageous. This was the opening statements. Okay. And this was the defense's attorney giving his opening statements. And he's sharing with everyone, the jury and everything, about the lead investigator of the Massachusetts State Police who was investigating John O'Keefe's death, Trooper Proctor. And this is what Proctor had allegedly said to his friends regarding Karen Reed and Karen Reed's cell phone. Like, this is outrageous, really. So here.
We are outraged.
I am outraged.
He told his friends that he hoped that she would kill herself.
Oh shit.
Holy crap. Okay, play.
He told his friends that he hoped that she would kill herself. Wow.
Wow.
He told his friends.
If early on in an investigation, the lead investigator was saying that about the worst of the worst, I still think we'd have a problem with it. I know I would. I would have a problem with it. And that's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how justice happens. That's not how investigations are supposed to happen.
You're certainly not supposed to wish them dead. And I feel as though that shows a certain level of bias, right?
He told his friend.
At the very least, that's not a professional look. That's not what you want from the lead investigator of the case. I mean, from this telling of it, at least, like that's raising my eyebrows. And
Okay, somebody said not to pause the stream. I'm pausing the stream. I am pausing the stream and I am rewinding this.
We are outraged. He was revealing information about this investigation to his friends, assuming that nobody would ever find out what he was doing and what he was saying.
Yikes.
And he was revealing his true thoughts about Karen Reed to his friends, not what he put in his sanitized police reports, his true feelings.
Oh boy.
Lead investigator, Trooper Michael Proctor, right from the start, called Karen Reed names he would reserve only for your worst enemies.
What's he gonna say?
His true thoughts about Karen Reed to his not what he put in his sanitized police reports. Trooper Michael Proctor, right from the start, called Karen Reed names he would reserve only for your worst enemies.
And those are?
Called Karen Reed names he would reserve only for your worst enemies.
It's pretty bad.
Names you would reserve only for your worst enemies. Enemies.
It's biased because how are you going to investigate this case with an open mind to see what genuinely happened if you think she's a C word and you hope she kills herself?
I am outraged.
That is outrageous. He told his friends that he had seized her cell phone. And you will learn that he knew he shouldn't have been accessing any content on her cell phone because he knew there would likely be attorney-client
No, he did not.
between Karen and me at that time. He knew he was supposed to wait for a search warrant or other permission from a judge in order to go through that phone.
Oh no!
He learned that he went through the phone anyway.
Oh!
He knew that he was supposed to wait for a search warrant or other permission from a judge in order to go through that phone. But you'll learn that he went through the phone anyway, without permission. But you'll learn that he went through the phone anyway, without permission.
Oh,
he had
it's
seized
worse.
her cell phone. And you will learn that he knew he shouldn't have been accessing any content on her cell phone because he knew there would likely be attorney-client communications on between Karen and me at that time. But you'll learn that he went through the phone anyway, without permission. And you'll know that he did. He told his friends that he had seized her cell phone. And you will learn that he knew he shouldn't have been accessing any content on her cell phone because he knew there would likely be attorney-client communications on between Karen and me at that time. But you'll learn that he went through the phone anyway, without permission. He knew that he was supposed to wait for a search warrant or other permission from a judge in order to go through that phone. But you'll learn that he went through the phone anyway, without permission. This court should be outraged. And you'll know that he did because he told his high school buddies that he was searching her phone for nude photos of Karen Reed.
Get the out of here! Are you serious right now?
Because he told his high school buddies that he was searching her phone for nude photos of Karen Reed. What? And he was disappointed he hadn't found any net.
Believe that shit?
For nude photos of Karen Reed.
Oh boy.
What? I hope they can prove that.
Oh boy.
I hope he can prove that.
For nude photos of Karen Reed.
Oh, fucking
he was
hell.
disappointed he hadn't found any net.
And he was disappointed he hadn't found any yet. Like, this is what he's telling his like buddies from high school or whatever about his efforts in this investigation into the death of one of his fellow brothers in blue, basically. You know, I mean, Proctor may not have known John O'Keefe, but this was a fellow police officer. this is the case that should have been handled with the utmost care and competence. And that's is how people have conducted themselves throughout this investigation. I mean, like I said earlier, like you couldn't write this shit if you tried. Like if you tried to write a situation like this, your ideas wouldn't be this insanely ridiculous. They wouldn't be. I can't imagine anyone's would be. So there's that one. One other one that it looks like didn't play from the looks of it in the chat is what I do. I did the proof of cover-ups first, and then it was the Allie and Jill leaks. So this one, pause. It over there. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect. I'm just gonna connect it instead of doing the whole quick connect thing, whatever. Maybe that's why sound's not coming through. So this is only a few seconds long, but now it's everyone's story that John O'Keefe was dropped off at this party, but just never made it inside the house. Everyone who was inside the house keeps saying how they never saw John. They don't know, whatever. They know nothing. Okay. This is the testimony of Allie. I believe this is Jen McCabe's daughter with her husband Matthew there. I believe that's who this Allie is. But she was at that house that night. This is her little slip up. And then after her, you're going to hear someone named Jill make the very, very same slip up.
Colin wasn't at the house, so he's being harassed he was not at the house when John was there.
When John was there. He wasn't at the house when John was there. Oh, so John was there.
Colin Albert was in the house, but prior to when John and Brian and Higgins and Ashley.
She seems to have caught herself there. But yeah. So here's two people who were there who are basically slipping up and saying when John was there, admitting to him being there. Damn it, I thought I had a sneeze. Oh. So yeah, there's that. And I just put the links to all of these videos in the description. And I also put the link to this channel, or I mean, not in the description, in the chat. I also put the link to the channel in the chat. I will put it in the description though, as soon as I'm done streaming. So yeah, if you are interested in this case, you're following this case, check out Aussie Insider because she's got it going on. Like, I'll just read off some of the videos here for you. And I can give you like a brief idea of what they mean, kind of sort of thing. Like, here's where she covers like the judges, what looks like bias for the Commonwealth is what it's called there in Massachusetts, which is the state. Then you have Del reacts to, I don't know what exactly this was. Then you have, here are the 911 calls regarding after they found John. You have the dash cam footage from one of the from Canton Police Department when they showed up on scene. I don't know what this one is though. This is the waterfall footage. Now, before the after hours party, they were all hanging out at the bar called the Waterfall. So this is the footage of that night while they were there, and it's kind of strange, but I mean, it's what you would expect. I think for the most part, just some weird things, but nothing criminally damning or anything. This is footage from McCarthy's because I guess before John and Karen went to the waterfall, they were first at McCarthy's. This is showing the evidence. This is in the first, I think I played this clip already, but this is showing how they stored the evidence. No, I didn't play this one, I don't think. So yeah, they collected evidence from the scene, like blood and stuff or other samples and stuff from John O'Keefe, and they didn't have anything to put the evidence in. These, totally competent police officers. They had nothing to put it in. So they went to a neighbor's house and borrowed red Solo cups, basically the same cups in which you play ping or beer pong with. That's what they put the evidence in. And then they didn't have anything to transport these cups to the police station or evidence, whatever, wherever they bring it. So then they grabbed a paper shopping bag and put them in that. And that is exactly how, in the way in which, the manner in which it sat throughout time, basically. Yeah. This is crazy. I'm not sure what this one is. I didn't watch this one yet. Or that one. I watched that, but I don't remember. This is the law tube attorneys showing outrage at the judge's bias. And here's some like clips or whatever from the testimonies of the officers on scene. And the timeline. This one I think I might watch as soon as I end the stream tonight. I want to watch that one. And just other ones and stuff going back to like before the trial even started. Like this channel's been covering it for a while, it looks like. So yeah, there's a lot in here I want to check out actually. So yeah, I strongly suggest if this is something that interests you that you check out this channel because it looks good. That being said, let me head on over to chat. Oh, I did. I think I put Gypsy Rose in the title too, didn't I? So one thing on that, I wanted to just share my what the fuck face over the shit. So this is from a channel, Renee Reacts. This just came up in my recommended. I'm not familiar with this channel, but it's a good video, so I'm going to play it. So she's showing a video that Gypsy Rose made on Mother's Day. Yeah. Yep. Yes, red solo cups and a paper bag. Exactly that. Yep. So here. Now, I have been kind of rooting for Gypsy Rose all this time. I've been giving her all the grace, like whatever. And I still kind of am. But I said something a while back that at this point in time, I don't think Gypsy Rose has quite yet decided what kind of person she wants to be, or she's going to be, rather. I think she's starting to decide. And yeah, well. Anyway.
It's Mother's Day, and I wanted to make a video basically celebrating the really strong and wonderful women that I have in my life that have been mother figures to me over the last 8.5 years. I first want to start off by saying I did turn off the comments to this video because I don't want to hear any negative bullshit. If you want to talk shit about me, by all means, I don't give an F. Go do it on your own platform, but I'm not going to see it in my comments. Okay? So there's that. Secondly, it does not go without notice that my own biological mother is not here
she does
to
that.
celebrate Mother's Day. And what I choose.
It doesn't go without notice. She notices that her own mother, her biological mother, is not here anymore. Like, yeah. I just think it was a bad idea altogether to make such a video like this on Mother's Day. I don't think that there's any really way she could have worded things or said things in which would have come off any better. But that just sounded pretty bad.
Just to feel on Mother's Day regarding my own mother is that I think the best of her. I think about the good times. I think about her as not what she did to me, but I think about her as a person. And I think that, was she a good mom? No. Was she the best mom in the world? No. But she was still my mom. So what I choose to feel about her, whether that be guilt, anger, grief, resentment, whatever.
Fair. I can buy that.
That's mine to feel.
No
one can take away my own feelings about my own mother. And I feel like nobody should be able to have an opinion about my mother except for her family and me, because we were the people closest to her. Everybody else does not matter.
No, anyone can have an opinion.
But I choose to remember her for the good that was in her heart, that I truly believe was there. I have been working for years on forgiveness, and I hope that she is in heaven, and I hope that to some degree I make her proud of at least some of the achievements that I've made in my life in growing up and standing on my own 2 feet, learning through experiences. Because in heaven, they say that like all mental afflictions, all physical afflictions are gone, right? God makes you perfect in heaven. So
Oh, so
if
she
you're
just
taking away
cured her
mental-
mom. That's it. She just cured her mom of her mental afflictions by sending her to heaven. Wow, like that's how it sounds. That's how that comes off. I mean, you gotta know that this is a bad idea. You have to. It's a really bad idea.
afflictions that my mother had, then I think what's left is a good person. At the end of the day, is a good person. Do I have regrets? Oh yeah, I've got many. But nobody's going to be able to tell me things about myself that I don't already know. So that's what I want to touch base on with my mom is concerned. So I will say a prayer for her today. And I will remember the good that was inside of her, whether that be extremely deep or not.
Is that what you all were just trying to get to? Was the good inside of her when you stabbed her and killed her? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm not gonna get snarky like that. It's just, it's a really bad idea. There's in no universe would this have been a good idea to make a video about your mother on Mother's Day, the mother that you had killed for whatever reason. For whatever reason. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I know that she went through abuse and it was horrific. Absolutely. I don't think it justifies or excuses her killing her mother. I mean, there were other ways out of it. I don't care to hold her to task for it anymore. I mean, she paid her debt to society. It wasn't my damage. She didn't hurt me. It was, the governing agency or whatever stepped up. They tried her. They convicted her, or no, they didn't try her. That's right. She came to a deal and whatever. They sentenced her and she fulfilled the terms of that sentence to everyone's satisfaction. So I don't care to keep holding her to task for it, but that doesn't mean you start off with a clean slate here either. Like everyone's just going to forget all about it. That's not going to happen. So I don't know. I just feel like Gypsy Rose should come to terms with the fact that making a Mother's Day video on Mother's Day will probably never in her lifetime be a wise idea. That's all. Yeah. That's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I thought it was a joke at first. I saw a post or a tweet. I think it was a tweet, or it was a screenshot of it, something on a tweet about her having addressed this on Mother's Day. And I thought, no way, that's got to be Poe. It's got to be satire or something. Let me go check it out. And I'm like, what the fuck? Really? Like, that's crazy. Anyway. On that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for being here, everyone. And I will be streaming tomorrow night, and I will share my creative writing assignments. And if any of you are members of the anti-Katie community or whatever, who have actually crossed paths with Katie in the past, through social media efforts or whatever, try to imagine how she would then incorporate herself into your untimely death, like she's doing here again on her social media regarding this local story or whatever that happened like 10 years ago. Just think about it. If this were you, if you were the story in which she was writing about, how would she then incorporate you? How would she make your death or whatever all about her? I'm curious. I have ideas. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. So have a good night. Bye. Where's the thing?